Mia's life. Today I'm going to be doing a full face using only eyeshadow. I am really nervous for this video because I feel like my face, this is going to be like the most matte and powdery face I have ever done. This is gonna be crazy, Mia Corns. So if you're new around here, make sure to click subscribe to become a hashtag Mia Corn, and also make sure to follow me on Instagram at Mia's Life Official, because every time I post a video, I'll be notifying you when it's out on Instagram. So without further ado, let's just get straight on to this video. So first of all, I'm gonna have to use primer because I feel like this face is gonna be very drying, and I feel like this primer is the only thing that is gonna make this actually work, because if not, I feel like it is just going to be a complete, like, it's not even gonna stick to my face otherwise. So I'm gonna have to put on quite a bit of primer just to make this work. For my primer, I'm just going to be using my e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer. I'm just going to be using my silicone sponge. I'm just going to try and get that all over my face. I actually really like using a silicone sponge to apply my primer with, because I feel like when you get primer on your hands, it's kind of difficult to wash off. Like it's a weird texture. It's like, I don't know, it's just not nice when you get primer on your hands. Okie dokie, so that's primer done. Now I'm going to be doing my foundation, and right, this was really difficult for me. So I've only got one shade that is kind of like a foundation concealer-y color, and there's not really much difference between my foundation and concealer. The only difference is that my concealer is ever so slightly lighter than my foundation. I can really find this is the only color that will work, so I'm gonna have to be using foundation and concealer as the same thing. So I'm just gonna get my beauty blender again. I'm gonna have to use a lot of this, because if not, I feel like this is literally gonna give no coverage. So I'm going to be using the W7 eyeshadow palette, and this is the shade Beachy, which is the lightest shade, and this is the closest I could find to my skin tone. The only thing is it's very yellow, like it has quite a lot of yellow undertone to it. It literally gives no coverage at all. Can't even see it's on. I'm gonna have to try and put on as much as possible, but I don't feel like this is gonna be very Oh, it's going all patchy. Look, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but that's really gross. I'm not sure how this is gonna come out. Funny story, Mia Corn. So I really wanted to film. I wanted to come up with some full face of makeup, like fun challenges to do, because I know you guys like them. My sister, Sienna, she actually came up with this idea. So thank you so much for that, Sienna. I just thought this sounded like a hilarious video to film. It looks like I just have loads of like weird dot stuff all over my face. It's not a good look, Mia Corns. Okay, I'm just gonna keep on trying. So I'm gonna try and use it as concealer now. Put it underneath my eyes, see how that goes. My face looks better with no makeup on than with this powder stuck all over my face. Well, I thought this might be quite good to use, because I usually use this as like a base color when I'm doing eyeshadow, and I find it's good, like it covers up all my veins and stuff. It works really well, but for some reason, when you try and put it on the rest of your face, it's not doing anything. In fact, I think I'm gonna stop now, because if not, I'm getting to the bottom of the pan of this, and I love that color. It's the best base color I have, so I'm gonna stop there, because I feel like the more I put on, the worse it's gonna get. So far, it's going rubbish, Mia Corns. It literally looks the exact same, except for I have weird little like lumps of eyeshadow stuck all over my face. It's not a good look. Okay, so let's move on to setting powder. So I'm gonna get my beauty blender again. Now I'm using another shade from this W7 palette, and this is, I'm gonna be using the shade Wheat. This shade is actually glittery, but this is like the closest I could find to my setting powder. Let's see how this goes. I don't think it's gonna be going very well. I have a feeling it's just gonna do the exact same as the foundation and concealer. I didn't really need setting powder, to be honest. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try again with the concealer and the foundation, but instead I'm gonna be using the the Real Techniques targeted blending brush. I just realized eyeshadows aren't designed to be used with a beauty blender. They're designed to be used with a brush, so maybe it will work better. There's no difference, but at least it's not making those weird lumps. Okay, so all that's done is basically, I feel like it's just, I don't know, it's made no difference to my face at all. I feel like all that's done, at least it got rid of the weird dots. So now I'm gonna use this brush again and I'm gonna go over with the setting powder, and then hopefully we can move on and the rest won't be as bad as this. I just realized this would have probably been a really good highlighter color rather than setting powder. Not really doing a very good setting powder. It's just putting glitter all over my face. Okay, so that's my base done. Moving on. Now we're going to be doing bronzer, and for that we're going to be, once again, using the W7 palette, and for this we're going to be using the shade Cinnamon. So let's get my brush, and Cinnamon's actually, once again, a glittery color. The only other color that would have worked that I actually have is this shade Earthy here, but it actually has like purple undertones. So I feel like having purple undertone, like a purpley bronzer, is going to be worse than having a glittery bronzer. Okay, here goes. Oh my goodness me. Well, I guess this might add some of the colour back into me. I washed my brushes the other day and I feel like I'm probably going to have to wash them again because they're going to have all funny coloured product on them. Well, it's not that bad. I think when I tried to use actual bronzer with a wet brush, it came out worse. Can you remember that video, guys, when I did full face using wet brushes? That did not come out well. The nose is really difficult to blend it out. And also, it looks like I've already put highlighter on because of my setting powder. Oh, what is happening to my nose? It's just gone orange. Okay, oh well. It's not looking very equal because this side has actually managed to get away with it. But this side, this was the first side I did. It's too much, Miyako, it's too much. Okay, so that is bronzer done. I look like really, really pale, yellowy, like I'm ill. And then I've gone out for the sun. And I've like had a weird like face mask on that only covers up certain parts of my face and the rest of my face has gone orange. Not a good look. So now moving on to blusher. I'm really excited to try this because for my blusher, I'm going to be using the Midnight Unicorn Revolution eyeshadow palette, which is a very pretty palette. And I'm gonna get my blusher brush, and I'm actually gonna use this really pretty, like pinky orange color here. And this, I think, is gonna make a super nice blusher. Ooh, oh, I didn't actually notice this because I've used this before on my eyes, but it's actually a little bit glittery. So it makes a really nice, pretty color. Okay, so far, the only success we've had is with the blusher, and I quite like this blusher. I might use this as blusher more often, like, it's come out really nice. This is a really pretty blusher color, Miyako. I love this. Okay. Now we're going to be doing highlighter, so we're gonna carry on with this palette. I'm gonna get this white, and I do quite often use this to highlight like my brow bone and my inner corner. So I'm interested in using this all over my face because this is a strong color. Like this for highlighter is so glittery, it's unbelievable. Oh my goodness, wow, look at that highlight, Miyako. Oh my goodness, I never realized this, but I feel like it's ever so slightly pink. Oh no, it may be just because I've got a bit of that pink there, my brush, but yeah, I really like that. Okie dokie, so I'm looking crazy right now. The blusher and the highlighter I like these ones a lot, but I wasn't too like nervous about these ones because I had a strong feeling that these ones were gonna come out okay. So now I'm going to be doing eyeshadow, and surprise, surprise, for my eyeshadow, I'm actually gonna be using eyeshadow. Because I'm using a lot of eyeshadow, I don't know what I'm gonna do for this eye color. Right, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this shade here again, which I use for my foundation, and I'm going to use this as a base color. This is what I love to use this for, and I'm just using my Eco Tools brush for that. And now I'm going to get my Spectrum brush. I'm going to go for this pink color here. It's not actually a glittery color, but I'm still going to use this for my transition shade. I know you're not supposed to use glittery colors for your transition shade, but I actually quite like this as a transition shade. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this really, really bright pink, and I'm going to put that on the outer half of my lid. And I'm just gonna try and blend that in as much because this is, as you can see, a very strong bright pink. Okie dokie, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in with my Eco Tools brush and back to the W7 palette, and I'm going to get this gold colour here, which is the shade Sandstone. And then I'm going to put this on the other half of my eyelid. Now I'm going to go in here and I'm going to get the white shade that I was telling you about, and I'm going to highlight around my eyes, so my brow bone, on my brow bone. There we go. This is an eyeshadow look I do quite often because I feel like these are the two colours that suit me most, a pink colour and a gold colour. Now I'm going to be doing eyeliner. I'm going to get my Eco Tools brush, and I'm interested in seeing how this is going to go because usually I use a liquid eyeliner. So here goes. And what I'm going to be using is I'm going to be using the W7 shade Woodland down here, and I'm just going to try this. I don't think it's going to go down very well, but here goes. And now what I'm going to do, because my wings didn't go very well, is I'm actually just going to blend them in a bit. This actually is a good thing about using eyeshadow for eyeliner. So if you make a mistake, blend it in a bit, I guess. Okie dokie, I don't think that came out too bad, to be honest, actually. So eyeliner didn't go too bad. It was just quite difficult to do the wing. I feel like I accidentally poked this in my eye, so it got a bit wet. I know that sounds really weird, miracles. So now I'm going to be doing mascara, and for mascara I'm going to be going into the Revolution Midnight Unicorn palette, and I'm going to get this jet black, and I'm not really sure how I'm going to apply this. I haven't really thought about it. I think I'm going to be using my angle brush again, and I'm just going to be dipping that in there and then just try to apply it to my lashes without ruining the rest of my makeup. I mean, my makeup. I don't really think there's much going on here. Don't know what I just done, but I think I may have just ruined it, right? It kind of went all over my eye, so I tried to fix it by changing the eyeliner. It's not going very well, unicorns. I think what I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to get a makeup remover and just fix that a little bit. One moment. Okay, unicorns, so I tried. Let's just say it came out more dramatic than I imagined. I mean, I started off wanting my eyeliner to be brown, and now it's jet black. It's very extreme. Like, basically what happened, unicorns, is I thought I'd come up with a hat. So what I did is I wet the brush a little bit under the sink, and then I dabbed it, like I patted it, into the eyeshadow, and then I put it on because I thought, oh, that's gonna make it liquidy like a mascara. And then it started to like dribble down my face. So what I had to do was use the eyeliner. So what I had to do is basically bring black eyeliner underneath on my lower lash line, which it just looks ridiculous, me of course. It's very strong eyeliner. So now what we're going to be doing is we are going to be doing my eyebrows. I just realized I need to wash this brush. This is like gonna be jet black because I need to use this for my eyebrows. So I'll see you again in 1 more minute. So I feel like I've managed to get most of the black off my brush. So what I'm gonna be using for my eyebrows is something that's gonna be very dark. Usually, sometimes I don't even do my eyebrows because naturally, as you can see, my eyebrows are invisible miracles, basically. So whenever I fill them in, I feel like I look strange. I'm gonna be doing a full face, so that includes eyebrows. So the only eyebrow color I actually could use is the one here that has purple undertones, and this is the W7 eyeshadow palette, and it's the shade Earthy. Feel like I might be able to get away with this. Let's try it and see how it comes out. Oh my goodness me. Yeah. I can see already this is not gonna look good. Too dark. My brush is still a little bit wet. Well, here goes nothing. Oh my goodness me. I don't know what's happened to these. Well, they're thick. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna try and do something with these, but it's just not going very well today. This makeup look just isn't going very well at all. Okay, so this is gonna have to do. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to be doing lips. So I'm gonna get some more primer. Now usually I use lip balm on my lips. I feel like that doesn't count as part of this challenge. So I'm gonna just put primer on my lips because I feel like they're pretty much the same thing anyway. So I'm gonna put some primer on because I actually want it to stick to my lips. And also, I feel like this is gonna be a very matte lip. I mainly use lip glosses on my lips, or I use lipsticks, which are obviously still liquid. I never use, like I use liquid lipsticks. I never use matte ones. I don't like them that much, to be honest. So this is gonna be interesting. So I think I'm gonna go for a pink lip. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in this MUA Makeup Academy Silent Disco eyeshadow palette. This is some really pretty pinks in here. So I think I'm going to use just a mixture of both. So I'm going to be using Funk and Two Step. And let's see how this goes on. Okay, well, it's pink. Maybe then rather than my finger, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through this brush. Now, I really wanted to use some of this eyeshadow palette for the rest of my face because I feel like they have some quite nice colors in there, but there's a lot of fallout with this palette, so I feel like I'm gonna be able to get away with it. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little bit of this in. It's really bright pink here as well. Okay, so that is my full face using only eyeshadow. Wow, it's way more dramatic than I usually would go. I don't usually wear bright pink on my lip, and I don't usually wear black eyeliner. I never wear black eyeliner, especially not on the lower lash line. It's crazy, Miracle, and you really aren't supposed to put black eyeliner on your lower lash line. So guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Make sure to comment down below what you'd give like this makeup look out of 10. I think I'm gonna give it a 5, because I mean, it could have been worse. It could have been worse. So guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you are new around here, make sure to click subscribe to become a #Miracle, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Love you! Mwah.